So people always ask me, Parrain, how is your pocket so hot? Well, I got a very simple answer for that very simple question. And it's a big secret that's lying right here.
I know
in my
that's
pocket.
right.
Mais comment ça va, chers? Chef Harley Fondo, better known as the Parrain, and we at the Bon Ton Cooking Show again. So, today what we're making is some red beans and rice with some sausage and some tasso and all kind of good stuff in there. Let me show y'all what y'all need for that. So you're gonna need some garlic, bell pepper, and onion, some sausage and tasso, your favorite kind, whatever you like to use. We got some chicken base and beef base. And we got some, of course, our red beans. You gotta put that soaking overnight. And just like your little fingers, when you get out the pool after too long, they get real rankly. Or just like your beans when it's too cold. We ain't gonna talk about that. We got some cornbread mix. And usually what I do is I take that and I put some cream corn in there, but we ain't got none. But this is gonna be good anyway, because that's gonna be so good it don't even matter. Now, let me show y'all what to do first. You gotta cut your little vegetables. Now after you done cut all that, it's time to head to the stove, partner. So I figured out a new way to test to see if the pot's hot enough. I just touch my fingers in there. See that? Feels good, yeah. Voila, that's some bacon. I cut some bacon up. I decided we're gonna add that in there too. So that's how we're gonna start it off. Some bacon. I'm gonna throw all my vegetables in there after I cook that bacon down to get that fat coming out of it. Got that smelling like breakfast in here, bruh. About to drop that onion and bell pepper in there like it's hot. And stir up the pot. And it's red beans and rice, and I hope you don't fart, but I'm gonna stop rhyming now. That's enough. Enough is enough. So we're gonna do like we always do with the vegetables. We're gonna cook that down. I can't stand when I see people making red beans and they just throw some raw vegetables into a boiling pot of water. That should be a sin. That's what my grandma would say. So now that I got this all cooked down right here, and I'm gonna get y'all to come see what that looks like. You see we got all that cooked down, but we didn't get to form no gramis yet. So you can get your shati boogaloo on and dump all that meat in there. Mix that up. Cook it down. And now we're gonna start forming our little gramis. And now we done formed some gramis at the bottom of the pot, which means it's time to add our beans. You're gonna just dump that in there. Oh yeah. Then you're gonna add some more water to where your beans are covered. And then while that's in there, you're gonna scratch all that from the bottom of the pot and mix it in. Then we're gonna start adding a bunch of other stuff after we do that. So we're gonna add 2 big tablespoons of minced garlic. I like to use a lot more. That's good. And then we're gonna use a big tablespoon of beef base and chicken base. Bop. Then we're gonna mix all that in there real good. And of course we gotta season that. So you're gonna go heavy with your favorite Cajun seasoning. When I say heavy, go a little bit at a time. Parrain just likes his food real spicy. And just for lagniappe, I like to add garlic and onion powder. And you ain't gotta be scared with that neither. It ain't nothing but good. So people always ask me, Parrain, how is your pocket so hot? Well, I got a very simple answer for that very simple question. And it's a big secret that's lying right here in my pocket. and it's a ghost pepper, chef. You can't find that at the store because that's so hot. It is ridiculous for me to be putting this in this red beans. It's gonna be the hottest red beans you ever eat. But you ain't gotta put that in there. I'm telling you, just this one pepper, that's enough to put down an elephant. And I'm gonna put that whole thing in them red beans. And let me tell you something else, partner. If you're gonna mess with a pepper like that, you better wash your hands before you go pee-pee, yeah, because it's gonna be on fire. And let me tell you something else. When you stirring that up, if you really do use a ghost pepper, if you go through the lengths to find a ghost pepper to put in this, you better put on some eye protection off fast, because them vapors are gonna get you, partner. All right, so make sure the whole time that you're cooking that you keep adding water to it, because it's gonna keep going down. You gotta keep bringing it back up. And then once it gets soft, it takes a few hours to cook. But once it gets soft and you're able to mash the beans, you gotta mash them against the side of the pot. I can show you that real quick. And that's the trick to making it creamy. Just by mashing them and then mixing it all together. And see how that's real thick? I'm gonna add a little bit of water to that. And mix that up. So while that's finishing up, what you're gonna do is fix you some rice and some cornbread. Like I got in the oven right now in my cast iron. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna tell y'all a little joke. So Boudreaux got lucky with a Cajun woman from Cajun. And while they was in the bedroom, she got real excited and she kept saying something in Cajun French. Well, the next day, Boudreaux and Thibodeau went and played golf together. And Thibodeau made a hole-in-one. And he started hollering what the Cajun woman was saying in French the night before. And Boudreaux turned and looked at him. He said, "What you mean wrong hole?" Man, look at that. When them beans get all creamy like that and your tasso's falling apart. And all your beans are so soft they could just mash like that against the pot. You know what time it is? It's time to mange.
Bring my baby back to me. 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 Oh Lord.
That's how you make a Cajun flamethrower with them hot beans. You'll see the next morning.